Hi marketers, welcome back. I am super excited today to go through and talk more about advertising to the consumer decision-making journey. This is really the heart of good strategy for advertisers on social media. It's super powerful because you can take your ads and make them specific to individual journey stages in that larger journey we mapped out earlier. So we're going to take what we've just gone through, all of that detailed information on targeting, and we're going to pair that up with certain ad types and very precise ways you can target so you can create an arc, a path to purchase, so to speak, of individual pieces of content consumers can see that will build them up to hopefully wanting to go through and buy your product. So we can take a look down here, and what I've pulled up is the earlier journey stage worksheet we worked on before. And then I also have here on the left-hand side, Facebook Ad Manager. So facebook.com/ads manager. And this is just so we can first go through and take a look at trying to match up these different types of ads to these different journey stages. So we can take this exact same spreadsheet we had before, and we can add in a new column called ad types. What we want to think about here is what types of ads would be most appropriate at each of these different journey stages. So if we're starting off here first thinking about this journey stage of awareness or initial consideration, obviously this kind of maps on nicely to what we see here on the left-hand side. Facebook's already done some of the work for us. So we can imagine a brand awareness ad or perhaps a reach ad could be ones that you'd want to put in at this stage. You might also want to go through and include video views as one of the ad types that you go through and use, or at least run a video in either the brand awareness or reach categories. This is because videos allow you to be very precise in how you target that specific journey. So we'll include video views in here. At the evaluation stage, your goal is to try to build on that initial awareness or interest you generated with your first ad and get people to learn more about whatever product or service it is that you're selling. So here, any sort of ad that's going to give people more information and indicate some way that they're actually interested in your product or service is helpful. So it could be going through again and doing video views. It could be doing engagement. And by engagement, I don't just mean likes or comments, but more precisely stuff like going through and clicking on photos, swiping through a carousel, watching a video, right? Saving a post. All of these different things, swiping up on a story, all of these different things are indicators that a consumer is learning more about something, likes it, and probably wants to find out more as well. Could be page likes as well, or page follows, right? All of these different things are good. Maybe you might go through and run reach ads as well. This could be a way just to have more people see your content as well. And maybe you want to go through and think about traffic, right? This is an interesting one, but in many cases, if you're a car dealer, for instance, you might want to drive people who are interested in your product to go and configure your car on your website, right? Or go take a look at the website and try out different options and see what's available. Obviously, at the buy stage, your goal is to have consumers go through and buy. So conversions, the fancy word for sales, is a really great ad type to go through and use if you have that pixel installed. If you do, then you're going to know precisely how an ad goes through and relates to sales, because that pixel is going to fire when somebody sees the ad and then goes through all the way to that checkout page. So if you've got that pixel installed, conversions is a super powerful one to go through and use. If you don't have that installed, or maybe people are buying offline, there's other things you can do to go through and track sales, right? Maybe you want to run an ad for traffic, and you can basically see how many people are going through and clicking on your website, clicking on the ad to go through to your website, and then learning more there. Maybe you can track sales through a coupon code, or you can track sales by taking a look and seeing if you advertise a certain product, does it cause a big spike in sales? And if you can notice that by correlating your ad spend and your ad types to what you're seeing in terms of sales data, that's a really powerful way to be able to demonstrate that you're actually causing a good return for your client. So conversions could be going through and doing traffic. For some clients, you might go through and run ads that are trying to generate leads, right? Or generate messages about a potential lead as well too. Maybe you're a gym or real estate agent, you might be going through and trying to get people to message you or to put in information to learn more about a particular property or something you're trying to sell. So we can add in lead generation and maybe even messages as well too. These are possible ad types you might use at this particular stage. At the consume stage, your goal is to try to help consumers actually enjoy or use your product. So here it could be stuff such as video views, again. Perhaps it's going to be reach, right? You just simply want to go through and have people see your ad and learn more about how to use it. At the advocacy stage, your whole goal is to get word of mouth. You want consumers to create content about you, or you want them to react to your content in a way that's going to have more people see it. So here, we might be going through and running ads devoted to reach. Maybe you just want them to see stuff and then hopefully react by creating their own content. Or it could be that you're trying to go through and you're trying to get engagement. Specifically, you'd want to be seeing comments and shares as a stronger form of engagement that's going to hopefully cause it to be seen by more of their friends and propagated throughout their network. So comments, shares. At the bond stage, your whole focus is on developing a strong relationship with the consumer. You want them to love you, you want them to come back and feel loyal, right? So anything that really gets at that is going to be something useful to go after. So engagement could be one type of ad you're looking at, and here you're trying to maybe focus on likes, maybe focusing on comments, maybe focusing on reactions as well. So engagement, likes, comments, reactions, any of these types of things could all work. So these are just a sampling of different types of ads you could go through and use at each of these different stages. So this is a nice sampling of some different ad types you might use across these different journey stages. There are, of course, other ad types that might be appropriate, and that's totally fine. I just wanted to give you a sort of a sense of some ones that I might start off with or start thinking about initially at these different journey stages. Feel free to, of course, adapt them to whatever makes most sense for your particular client.